Getting motivated is greatly misunderstood, and it is often sought in very, very wrong sources. But we all know that getting motivated is very crucial if we are going to succeed in whatever we are doing. Hello everybody, my name is Simon, a second year medical student at the University of Zambia. Welcome to my channel where I share study techniques, productivity tips, and a lot of things life in general. And in this video I'm going to talk about how to get and stay motivated. So with all that said, let's get back to our topic. As I earlier said, getting motivated is actually a crucial part of your success, and in this case I'm projecting it now to academics. For you to be very consistent with your studies, you have to be really motivated by something, because we all know that it is not easy, and it requires a lot of hard work. But a lot of people don't really know how to get motivated, and they seek this motivation from wrong sources, and it ends up not lasting. It doesn't last actually. So they get motivated only for a while, but it fleets away, and that's it. So in this video I'm going to share 4 tips on how you can get and stay motivated, with the first one being set a goal and then completely forget about it. Yeah, you heard that right. You set a goal and then completely forget about it. Now this is a concept which I got from a book which I read titled The Motivation Myth. I recommend that you read that book because it has got a lot to talk about this topic. But the takeaway which I got was that a lot of people don't really take time to enjoy the process. The happiness is really in the process, and the actual work is in the process. A lot of people project their happiness to the end goal. So an example I can give is, if you are a mountain climber, you want to climb a specific mountain. The main goal is to get on top of that mountain. But what is going to matter if you're going to be happy when you're on top of that mountain is how you got there. You can climb it, or you can just use a helicopter and then they drop you. So if you climb it, you're going to be happier. But in both instances, you're at the top of the mountain. So this only shows that the actual happiness of success is not really in the end goal. The end goal, that is where it just climaxes, and the actual happiness is in the process actually. And the other component of actually setting a goal and forgetting about it is the actual concept of motivation. Motivation isn't something that you really seek from outside. It is something which has to come out from within. Actually, what I mean by this is the book projects, it explains it really well, that for you to get motivated, you have to start the work. So motivation does not come before you start the work and then inspires you to start the work. Now, a lot of time that only happens when you're watching motivational videos, you are listening to a motivational speech, so you get hyped up, you want to do it, and the next morning it won't be there. So long-lasting motivation does not come from that. So you have to start the work, and in the work, once you are making progress, actually the brain secretes the dopamine, which is actually what motivates you, because it feels good. So the thing is, you have to set some mini goals. So set really mini goals, as in daily goals. That is where motivation is going to come from. And you can actually even reward yourself in these mini goals. Like, sometimes just make it personal. Like for me, I just give myself a goal. If I'm able to do this and this amount of work for this week, I'm going to reward myself with a movie on Friday night, a good Christian movie to welcome the Sabbath. That is really personal. Not everybody is going to like that, but I enjoy it. So it's something which I look forward to as I am doing my work in the week. So get that book and read it. There is a lot of information that you have to learn from there, and this is just a drop in the ocean. The second tip is gratitude. Now, I haven't really even researched if this is scientifically proven or whatever, but this is actually from experience, and I'm sure most of you can testify. Being grateful about something really motivates you, as in you feel good. I don't know what happens, I don't know the science behind it, but all I know is it works, and that is what matters. Yeah, so an example I can give is, as I earlier stated in my introductory video, yeah, those who watched it know, I personally have grown up in a rural place. Yeah, so growing up in such a place, my father is a primary school teacher, a civil servant. Yeah, so my parents were able to provide me with everything that I needed. Not everything that I wanted, but all my needs, yeah, have been catered for. And so far, they've been able to provide me with a reasonable, good education quality. Yeah, but the thing is, I've grown up with people who were really smart and who really wanted to go to school, but their living standards and a lot of factors were into it, and most of those people were not really able to progress. And then you think of it, you didn't even choose to be born in that family. You didn't, as in, it is not because of anything you did. So that kind of gratitude really it really motivates you, knowing that you having such an opportunity is not really because you're special, but it could probably mean you can impact other people's lives. So it is not really about you, but a lot of people that are connected in that process. So be grateful about everything, every good thing. Be grateful. There are a lot of things that you're going to lack, but for those things that you have, just be grateful. It is going to motivate you. Okay, so the third tip is to actually do it for others. Now, I read somewhere, actually I've just forgotten if it was on social media. I don't know the source, so I didn't take much time to look for it again. It was really shown, actually I think it was a study, that people really tend to do a lot of work. They are willing to go the extra mile if they are doing something for somebody else. Yeah, so we are actually in the society that we live from onset, as when we were young, we are actually educated for selfishness. Actually, we try to think resources are limited and everything, but actually the nature of a human being is we are made for service. So if you really want to get some motivation of what you are doing, keep a lot of people in mind. Yeah, it could be your family. If you are in the medical profession like yourself, think about people that are going to need a medical personnel. So think about a lot of people, not really yourself. Yeah, a lot of people say, no, do this for you, love you, but the fact is people love themselves already. Yeah, it is not something, I personally think it is not something that should be a big deal. Honestly speaking, we just have to keep thinking about others, and it actually works if you think about others. Despite being in a society where we are unconsciously actually educated for selfishness, we are meant to serve. So if you really want to succeed in whatever you're doing, if it's football, do it for the fans. If it is music, do it for the listeners, the people who are going to be listening to it. If it's school, do it for your family, do it for everybody. I'm not saying that you have to deprive yourself of the happiness, but just keeping some people in mind should really be helpful in getting you motivated. Okay, so as I was editing the video, I discovered that there could be a lot of misunderstanding on this point, so I just wanted to clarify. What I mean by educated for selfishness is in our society we grow up where success is really comparative. There's a lot of comparisons, and so people tend to be very competitive, and they do everything just to make themselves feel better about themselves. Yeah, so that's why I say we are educated for selfishness. And when I say do it for others, this is by no means mean people pleasing. So I do not mean you should be pressured by your family or friends to do a career or something that you do not want to do just for their sake. I mean, you should do your work, yeah, but you should have other people's interest as one of your motivating factors. That's what I mean by doing it for others. Now the last one is the most interesting one, actually my favorite, and this is something which I openly just present, and it is up to anybody to pick it up or to leave it. Actually, this one is from the Bible, and it is from 1 Corinthians 10 verse 31. Yeah, so and it says, whether you eat or drink, in everything you do it to the glory of God. I don't know if that's exactly what it says, but just paraphrased it. The main idea is kept. So the thing is, when you try to think about the futility of everything, as in we are temporal human beings with a limited amount of time on this earth, everybody knows that. So for me personally, I look at things, and once I exclude that, they become pointless, as in meaningless. So they are really futile. But if I'm doing it for the glory of somebody eternal, that really gives them a new meaning to them, as in they are just they just gain a new sense of meaning. Yeah. And if you are like me, if you are religious and you are like me, not a saint, it is really in human nature to really seek self-glory from people and from a lot of things. Yeah, I don't know about others, but that is true for me. And this happens even unconsciously. Sometimes you will not even be aware that you are seeking the glory of people. But the thing is, we recognize those bad traits in us, and we try to replace them with something which is good. Because the thing is, seeking self-glory is not going to make you happy in the long run, and mostly it is going to make you give up in those crucial times. There is not a lot of great things that you can do if you are just seeking self-glory. That is completely opinionate about my self-glory and everything, but I think doing everything to the glory of God is absolute truth, as in that is not from me, that is divine. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it really helpful. If you did, remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Share this video with a couple of friends. Remember, the comment section is for you guys. Comment something, say something. I need to hear from you. Let's make this really interactive. See you next time.